Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You're now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? It's the Fresh Prince himself, Izzy Finesse.
And the one and only Jay Confident. Remember, y'all, writing a book on content creation is like building a house. Half experience, half trial and error, but it's the blueprint that inspires others to create. Let's go! Yes, sir.
I love it, bro. That's the energy right there. That's the energy we need right now for this episode. So
perfect,
right? We are here with a former guest, but this time around, he's back with a book. So before we get into it, right? If y'all want to keep hearing these experiences, please like, share, subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram at Xperience Pod.
Also, check us out on TikTok, TikTok. We on there too. We put out videos on TikTok. Yo, shout out to the audio, y'all. Y'all listeners, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all give us full ear, full attention. Continue doing that. We're worldwide off experience. I keep telling y'all, man, we here, y'all. We here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Not only that, this episode is brought to you by Listen to Network. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Listen to Network all day, every day, y'all. Not only that, you can see every Red Bull merch on the table. We appreciate the Red Bull. We have it all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fuel your passion, embrace the grind, and celebrate every victory, big or small, with Red Bull. Whether you're in the middle of a challenge or riding the high of success, Red Bull gives you the energy to keep going strong, stay energized, stay driven, and remember, your triumphs deserve to be celebrated. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So listen, right? On this episode of the Xperience Podcast, we're excited to welcome back a true innovator in the creator economy. Not only is he the co-founder of the Listening Network, but he's also the co-founder and CEO of Pivot. With a wealth of experience in building platforms that empower creators to turn their talent into income. Our guest has a deep understanding of what it takes to thrive in the digital space. Tune in as we dive into how the creator economy is transforming the way people monetize content and how you can tap into this growing industry. Get ready for some serious gems on turning creativity into cash. Let's welcome back a returning guest, and also thank you for blessing the podcast again. Mike Rodriguez.
Man, appreciate y'all. Welcome back. Jordan with the 4-5 on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'll come back. We came back to 23, not the 4-5. 4-5. I just played myself. I played myself. My bad.
Oh, man.
Welcome, Mike, man. We appreciate you coming back, man.
Sure, and he's back better than ever.
100%.
New space, new content, new drive. Same drive, I'm pretty sure. More motivation?
Yeah.
You want to say it?
More understanding of my motivation.
Okay, boom.
I
like that. I like that.
Yeah,
that's definitely a good one. So,
really good one.
Yeah, man. So, talk to us, Mike. I know you know, trying to. The last time you was here, right?
It's been 10 months.
It's been 10 months.
10 months.
10
And that
months.
shit flew by.
Shit.
10 months, and a lot has happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. A lot has happened. A lot has happened, and it's not even like in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like finding myself, right? And this is like what I'm saying. I just turned 50, right?
Shout out.
So
Shout out, happy belated birthday.
Happy belated.
Thank you. You know, and that was I was my whole 49th year. I was thinking about 50.
Okay.
Because I was like, damn. That's like, hopefully that's halftime.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I see that.
Okay.
I like
you know, and I want to see, Kendrick and Drake. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what this show is about.
I like
you
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, 50 has been great, as far as, because when I was turning 40, I always thought I was going to have, you always hear about it. Like, y'all far from that, whatever.
Well, I'm 40 now. I'm about to be 41, and then okay. I just why you made me throw my age out there?
That's my niche.
Crazy.
It's the jitters too, bro. It's the jitters too, because it's the jitters because your birthday is coming up.
That's what it is. Damn, man. I'm about to be 40. I'm
You
like,
want
damn.
to announce it?
But
that's what it was.
But the thing was that when I was becoming 4, I thought like it was gonna be like what happened. You know what I mean? Like I thought there was gonna be something.
Like Y2K and shit.
Yeah, literally. That's exactly what I was thinking. Literally that. And it was nothing. right? And, people, 40 is the new 20. No, 40 is 40. Like, I don't know, 40 is not the new nothing. 40 is 40. Numbers are numbers. Math is math. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. You can feel 20, get it. But 40, I'm still 40.
I'm still 40.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going around saying, hey, I'm 50 of it. Like, oh, the new 30, actually, because 20. Nah.
They said the new 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm
30.
saying. So I should be 30. You know what I mean?
Nah.
But the thing is that for some reason, turning 50, there was a lot of thought into it. I think there was, my father-in-law had passed and he was 70 something. I think 72 or something like that. And I was like, damn, that's only 20 years away. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these things that I was thinking about, and I was just like, yo, I can't. I was always in a manager, as a manager, right? Yeah. The client is always first. It's always before you, right? And it's very difficult to be selfish when you always thinking about somebody else.
True.
Right? True. And I'm a servant leader. I've always understood that. Not all managers are that, or some managers you do what the hell. Nah, I'm more a servant leader.
Yeah, right.
Right? That's how I lead. And I was just having a hard time, like, kind of understanding. And the best analogy that I had for me was, I'm a 100-watt light bulb, right? And I said that when I was doing the pod before, and I was only shining at 60 watts. And I understood that. And I was like, I can't. I got to shine at 100. Because Tupac had said, you can't dim your light for other people's insecurities. And I would do that, not people in particular. It was just like, I didn't want to shine at my brightest because I didn't want to, I didn't want to be Jordan and be like, Pippen. And I'm saying, like, literally. And it was just like, but why do I want to be around people like that? Right? Why am I allowing other people to kind of dictate what I'm doing?
Right.
Especially when you know me. Like, I'm good in karma, the universe. I've deposited a lot. Right? I'm like a private client. I walk in, come right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that. And I know that. And that's part of understanding who I am. Like, I know who I am. I know I'm a good person. Yeah. And if you know me, you know me. Yeah. Right? And my energy is the same way. I know my energy is infectious. I know what I could do. I know that I care. And I have to, but I got to be the best version of that. Because if I'm shining at 60, how is that helping you? If I can shine at 100, maybe that helps you. Right? Maybe you can see other things. Because, Mikey was only shining at 60 watts, and God intended me to be 100 watts. Yeah. And I can't dim my light. I can't, and I couldn't. And that was kind of the thing. And I just needed to understand that. Yeah. And I'm comfortable with that now. Like, I'm comfortable being the guy. Saying, yo, I'm nice at what I do.
There you go. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do. And if you feel uncomfortable, that's about you.
That's on you. Fact.
You know what I mean? And I'm learning, and being in different circles too. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like, I went down. I'm gonna shout out Ash. He's my client and the co-author of this. We went to Invest Fest, and this is recent. Right. Went down there, and it changed my life. I don't want to be dramatic, but we went to this event, and it was like the millionaires of Atlanta, right? Okay. And we in that room, and I'm definitely, the practice squad placeholder. You know what I'm saying?
You feeling it? You feeling
100? Yeah, but I wasn't like meek.
Right.
I was just like, all right, and I felt like this is my room, right? But I'm looking around, and then the guy, he makes a toast. He was like, I see a lot of 7 and 8 and 9-figure guys in here. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
7,
like
8, and 9.
And I'm like, yo, this is the rooms that I need to be in. And what happens is that talk is different around there. Because I always equated, like, for where we come from, right? Let's say the 4 of us have Hondas. And I'm just using cars as an example. Right? And then somebody walks in and they talk about they Benz. We might be like,
this guy
all right, you got a Benz, so what, B?
Right.
I got the kit on it and everything on my Accord, B. What are you
over
talking
here
about?
Showing off and shit.
Right.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Right, but he comes from a world where his 4 people all have Benzes. Right. So he's just talking his talk. Yeah, he's not trying to say anything, right? And that's when I was starting to realize about me as far as with people. Like, I'm not going to diminish who the hell I am.
Yeah.
I'm me. If you uncomfortable, I'm sorry. You got to figure that out. I can help you, right? Because that's the type of individual I'm.
Yeah.
But, yo, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. And that's really like from those 10 months, and it's crazy. It's probably even less than that has changed so much in my life. You know what I mean? And I'm comfortable, and I'm here, and it's just like I said, coming back here was crazy because it dawned on me. I was like, yo, this is one of the first. I think this was the first that I did by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, now I'm coming back here different.
Yeah.
Y'all different, right? I'm different, and it just feels great. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
you
Like,
can
it shows
feel
the
the
growth.
involvement.
Yeah.
You can feel the involvement.
you could.
Like,
But like even going back to what you were saying though about how you grew and everything, it kind of goes back to what you said this morning about the hater part.
oh yeah,
Right? How these people have different minds, and that like I related to that OD. I was like, yo, that's so true. Like it's really the people that's around you, like and how their minds work.
yeah,
So,
and you got to
I
understand
related to
that
that.
because that was key. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I think I had said this when I was here the last time. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm literally y'all in the future, right? So I just learned something at 48 or 49.
right.
I want y'all to learn it. I want you to learn that. Like it doesn't matter. I just want it to be sooner because I actually care about humans, not just my team or my circle. You know what I'm saying? Like I care about people.
Yeah.
Right. So if I can do that, and especially, you know, men that we don't have people that actually and in the Latino community, right? I'm about everybody. I help anybody and everybody, but I know for us, we're not emotionally in tune.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you can speak to another male and not know Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm not even talking. I don't know pause stuff because I definitely play the pause game. I'm good and I'm bad at the same time. But the thing is that you got to be able to do that. So it's like the one as far as today, and you always stay on point. That's why I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? But that was literally it. So if you know, just for people that didn't see it, it was like you know, there's a concrete mind and an abstract mind, and a lot of times you think people be hating, and sometimes they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they can't process it. If I tell, you know what I'm saying, I tell you, yo, I'm gonna write a book. Everybody want to try to write a book, right? And then he hating. Then I come and I'm like, yo, the book, oh, wow, that's fire. And I'm like, you never really believe. No, he needed to see it in order to believe it. That's okay, because that's who you are.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks it's a hater.
Yeah,
but it's
nah,
not.
that's true.
But you got to figure the people out. Because I've been, what I've realized now lately, and this is something I've been saying too, is like, as people, we're too busy trying to define people rather than understand people.
Yep.
Stop trying to define me.
Yep.
Understand me.
Yeah.
And then we do. Then we go from there.
Yo, right now I'm reading, and I was just telling him the other days I'm reading the what the fuck
human
is it?
laws
the
of
human
nature.
laws of the human laws of nature, right? And that right there is something that they highlight, that we just don't know people. Like, we don't understand people. So these are the characteristics of these people, what to find, what to look for, and what I really understand, because everybody's not the same.
At all.
Right? So everybody's walking around their own different world, but like you said, you feel like they hating. They maybe not. Right? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do get it. Like, I'm really like getting into that tune with that shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
too.
When
Nah,
you're
I'm
done
funny
with
you say
that,
that.
read this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm definitely,
I ain't gonna lie, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. For him, bro, you gotta give him like an audible, bro.
Nah, that's coming. That's coming. soon.
coming.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
definitely.
Are
I'll
you like,
definitely
all
order
right,
it.
right? So my question, right? Are you gonna be the ones that's speaking throughout the book, or are you gonna?
Yeah. Me and Ash.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I was looking for that because I don't want no John Cena or anybody using it.
Some serious.
He's the
sounding
man.
like-
He's the man too, and all. But nah, I need the original, or you know, people
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah.
So listen, right? So we got a question, right? I got a question. Like,
Okay.
how do you, Mike, and Ash, right? Ash Cash combine expertise on branding and financing, create a unique approach to guiding creators in the economy?
I would say the uniqueness is that there's not been a book that's been done like this, meaning combining the content side and the financing side, because I think the industry is it's new and it's evolving every single day, and you hear these numbers. I think the most recent that I heard, like $450 billion industry by 2026. Wow. Which is why a lot of brands and people are, I get it from a business standpoint. But there's books, and it's just basic stuff, right? And like I tell everybody, this book is for if you're coming out of the womb and the first thing you got, I want to know, here you go. Some of the people that I've been giving this to, you might know it, and this is for you could be a beginner, Or you could, oh, damn, I didn't really know that. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be for everybody. But if you're a beginner, this is breaking down, turn everything, right? But then I put my spin on it, you know, with the punctuality in the business, because that's something that, honestly, that's something that they don't tell you because they're so busy about the money. Yeah. And people don't understand why, how come this is not happening? There's so many intangibles that people don't talk about. Yeah. And then Ash brings on as far as the finance side, because we had the conversation. It was just like, yo, there's bread out here. But nobody cares about the creator as far as when they make it doesn't matter, right? The brand gets what they want, most part. And I'm not saying all brands and all people involved, but it's just like, for the most part, and I get it from a business standpoint, I only care about what you could do for me. Right. And that's kind of like understanding that, you know, like that's something that you need to know, so that this is more like, hey, I want to be a business. Because that's, for me, that's what I'm attracted to. Right. I'm attracted to talent that wants to be a business. If you want to be a hobby, that's fine. That's cool. Knock yourself out. I'm not wasting my time anymore. Well, yeah. To be honest with you, that was another thing, learning to understand, like, yo, my time is valuable, and I'm about to put, because I lean in. I'm going to lean in for what? Right. And it doesn't always have to be a monetary thing, but if it is going to be monetary, it's not worth that. It ain't worth that.
Yeah, you're not. Facts. Yeah,
I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, I think, like, people, like, piggyback what you said, like, people really don't understand that a lot of this shit is transactional. Yep. Yeah. Between two people. It's not really anything else. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's a hobby. Cool. Do you? Yeah. I'm on the business shit of it. Yeah. The minute you want to make that, cool. Yeah. I'm here for it, but it's got to be transactional. Yeah. Period. Yeah. You know what I mean? People,
This is not the secret sauce either. This is not, you know, like I made a joke on a pod I did yesterday. I was like, yo, as soon as last page you read it, you get 1 million followers, you good. It's not that. This is so that you got knowledge. So anybody that come to me and talk about they want to be a creator, I'll be like, yo, here, read that and then come back. Yeah, and if you don't read that, then you really don't care. Like, everybody wants the secret sauce. There is no secret sauce. Like, I got talent that is making mad bread, right? And they come to them all the time, and they're like, yo, we had a long conversation. Like, yo, there's no secret sauce. You just got to do. You got to find something. And they, you know, the thing is what would you, one sentence to tell somebody, what would you say? I'd be like, yo, find something that you're passionate about, because this is work. This is not for the weak or the meek, right? Because everybody sees everybody else on what they're doing. Yeah. But you don't see behind the scenes on what it is. This is work, especially now, more days. Like, I know my generation talk about how easy it is, and I understand that because, I can send my, let's say, music. I can send my song to this, or I can put my video out, and people can see it, or like that. Yeah, quick. I hear you on that part. But back then, you didn't have to constantly come up with something I don't care if it's 15 seconds. You got to do 2, 3, 4, post everything. Yo, that's a lot of work, and people don't understand that because all they do is see when they got to, you know, whenever they found out about them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, because this is a creator economy. I will say this until people start to understand. It is an economy that got created based off of art, off of creation. Right. And that's why people care, because it's an economy. If there was no economy, no one would care. And once you start to realize that nobody cares. That's true. Nobody cares. If you can't make them money, they do not care.
Like, who are you?
Fact.
Yeah.
That's a
fact.
You ain't lying.
Like, that was even what Wallo was saying too on one of he did an episode, and he was like, yo, everybody sees the glory but never the story. Right? So, like, for you, right, what was the process like for this for making this book? Because, by the way, it's not a book, too. It's a blueprint, right? And
the cover's noise.
Yeah, if it is.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And 202 pages is not easy. So, like, what was the process like making this book?
Well, the process, thank God, I got with Ash, who's done, I think, 18 books. And I told him, because he said, I said, yo, bro, I can't. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely, I'm a better speaker than I am writer. So he had me with his assistant, and we did hours upon hours of questions, and then they, you know, once they got that, transcribed all of that and put that, like, it was
that's tough work.
It was crazy, but for me, that's how I'm able to do that, right? Like, that's the only way I always said that I would do a book. My mom actually wrote a book, but she
wrote it herself.
You know what I'm saying? This was like I said, speaking for hours at a time. You know what I mean? Like I didn't just do a full, 24 hours. Kai Sinat's fucking.
All right, so random real quick, right? Random question. We talking about writing and all that. How's your script and how's your mom's script? Because we was talking about this the other days. Like he writes a lot of script. He don't know how to write script.
Yeah, I can understand.
I'm just in the middle. He writes way better script than me. But
Yeah.
our generation before used to write script, and we used to get taught that in school.
Yeah.
Right. So how's your script?
It's fire.
Yeah, you can write.
My signature is like a doctor, bro. Yeah. Well, my man he was like, yo, Mike, you got to sign this book for me. I'm like, all right.
Yo, talking about that,
busy.
You know what? Yeah.
Nah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I get busy with it.
All right, go ahead. It was a random thought. Like, you talking about writing and all that. Like,
Cursive and cursive.
That's a lost art, though. I just want to mention that because that's a lost art. Like, people don't really write in script, period, nowadays.
People don't write. How about that?
You can
know
see
what?
me. I write everything in
They
script.
don't
How about
write.
that? I
I'm
see
with
my
you.
son. It's
Everything-
like,
Everything is just this typing.
yeah.
No, there's one thing I tell my daughter because that abbreviation shit, stop that. Don't talk to me about no abbreviation, no nothing. The way you write, because the way you speak is the way you're gonna be writing.
Yeah.
And you're too young to be understanding all that, like doing that.
But the only way we can actually appreciate an abbreviation if it's something like pivot.
Okay, true indeed.
But real quick, Mike, what was the aha moment when you realized that you needed to write this book? Like, was it driven by seeing others struggle to monetize or your own journey at cracking the code?
Yeah, first it was Ash, definitely. That's number one. But this was a culmination of who I am. You guys know me.
Yeah.
Right? I've always helped. And for me, this is the start of helping people do business the right way and giving information. Because I feel like the younger generations, like I was actually talking to a delegate from Virginia today about the creator economy. We were talking about something that they're doing in Virginia. Nice. And I was like, I don't teach anybody. I give info. Because as soon as you say the word teach, people block their ears. They don't want to learn nothing. Don't tell me nothing. The generation, like, I come from respect your elders, and I want to learn. That's why, like, my morning videos, I've put hashtag the virtual block. That's how I look at it. This is the virtual block. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody chilling on the block anymore to give you gems. So that's what I do.
I like that.
But the thing is,
That's dope.
but the thing is that there's no, I don't want to teach anybody.
Right.
Here's information. You do with it what you
take it as
please.
it is, yeah.
Because if I sit there and I say that I teach you, look.
Put them on, son.
Hold on. Yo, Ash.
Yo, peace, bro.
Yo, I'm on a pod with Off Xperience right now. Literally, it's just talking about you about the book. And I was like, yo, this is Ash right now. So I have it on Do Not Disturb, and you are under favorite, so it comes through. You know what I'm saying? So I got you on speaker.
Yo, Ash, congrats on the book, bro. Congrats,
Yo,
bro.
word, God bless.
Appreciate you.
Blessings, bro. Blessings, bro.
Appreciate you.
It was definitely just like spontaneous, just call right now, which is a perfect fucking time.
Because he literally just mentioned your name.
He just mentioned your name.
I
bro,
just
like-
said. They was like, yo, what's your inspiration behind the book and this and this and that? I was like, yo, it was literally Ash. And I'm like, yo,
He's calling right now.
Ash is calling right now.
He gonna live a long time.
He definitely gonna live.
That's how energy works, though.
Definitely.
Word.
Yeah, so, all
Manifestation,
blessings,
yo,
man. All
for
blessings
real.
to you, man, for sure.
Yo, but even since you on here, Mike, Ash, let's find out from you. What inspired you to write this book with Mike?
Man, yo, Mike is a living legend, man. Mike's been doing this for a long time. We met about 15 years ago. He was moving and shaking back then. And so when we connected and I just heard like everything that he was doing, like there is no other Mike Rodriguez out.
Nice.
And for me, I feel like the best way to make your name live forever is to write a book. And so I was like, that was one of the first things I was like, yo, bro, you need a book. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I started hearing about like like what he does, right? So it's different. Like he doesn't just manage influencers. He's helping them get life insurance. He's helping them manage their money. He's helping them through life. And I'm like, nah, we need to bottle this thing up. And so it was an honor for him to say, yo, Ash, I need you part of this project because not only am I going to talk about these things, but there's pieces of it that you're the expert in. And so I was like, all right, let's do it. And we put it together. And I'm just happy that it's it's being received sort of like greatly by the culture. So I love that. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's what's up. Thanks, Ash.
I like that. Yeah, that was fire.
Yo, I'm going to tell you in a few, all right? No, I'll hit you as soon as I'm done, though.
Blessings.
All right, copy. Appreciate you, bro.
All right,
All
bro.
right, Ash.
That's funny.
All right, peace, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
That was fire.
that's
Yo,
dope.
God is good, man. He puts
Yo,
things
that
in front
ass.
of it how it's supposed to be, bro. Like,
Yo, and being around,
That's fire.
you hear his energy.
yeah.
Yo, Ash is an amazing individual, bro. Like it's crazy, and it's just like
Yeah.
he always says. He and I finally working together from knowing each other, and we tried a bunch of times. It's divine timing. Like that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
it's divine timing, and it's just like I can't even call it.
Yeah.
I am not trying to define it. Like,
Yeah. It's just
Let
what
it-
it is,
let
man.
it be.
Like,
Let it
it's
rock.
what it is. The timing wasn't what the timing was, and that's what people don't understand. Like, yo, what it's meant to be is gonna be.
Exactly.
Just put your work in, and
You gotta trust God's time.
it's gonna happen.
1000%.
It's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, he boosted your energy up to that 100 watt, bro, and that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, that's when you're around people like that. When you're around, because he has a saying, and I love it. He goes, "I'm all about and, not or." Right? You can do this and you can do that and. Nah, it's not this or that. Like it's that. I'm gonna use monetary. It's like a broke mindset, right? Like and I come from if you trying to tighten up, right? Like there's money situation, right? People be like, oh, and I'm gonna age myself, but yo, cut the cable bill, cut the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to, and I was always like, nah, let's make more bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we figure? Let's figure that out.
Yeah, be the problem solver.
Yeah, not the cut back. And when you're around somebody like that, because Chicla's like that too. Chicla, like, I like to be around that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting goosebumps even having that conversation because it's like, once you start to be around that, then you start seeing people. And again, I'm not saying people don't got problems. Like, I got problems too.
Of course.
But it's how you deal with that, and then it's just being around that circle.
It
and it's just like,
alleviates those problems, though, man.
yeah.
A lot.
That's
So
why
you don't
it's
have that.
It's always good to hang up those problems at the door, and then when you step inside your house, you just tell everybody, "I'm home. I'm chilling."
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, you get off that energy of being home. Like, yeah, I feel good. Thank you.
And you know what's home? The people that give you that right energy.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and that's all I want to be around.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing too, if you're not that's fine too. I take it as a positive. I just know who you are, and I know how to work with you. That's it. I don't need you to be who I want, because that's my problem. I would want you to be something. I think you'd be great as whatever. And if you're not doing that, I get stressed out. Yeah.
Right. The expectation is
but
crazy.
Like,
towards
yeah,
it.
exactly. And like that's the thing. Like somebody will see you and see the greatness in you, but a lot of people just don't see that in themselves. So
That's
it's
why
hard to really bring that out of them.
whenever you see the viejita walking down the street and she be like, "Yo, I see something in you,"
Yo,
you
nah,
better
that's a
listen
sign.
to her,
That's a
bro.
sign. Yo, that's really a sign.
Nah, it's a
Better
fact.
listen to it, because that happens in Denzel.
Uh-huh.
Denzel was walking down the street one time, and then some viejita bruja going up to him and saying Spanish, "Yo, you're gonna be something. You're gonna be speaking to a lot of people when you get older." And look where he's at right now.
That's fire.
Come on, man.
So October 1st, right? What was the feeling like once this book dropped?
Yep.
It was significant because it was purposeful because it's my grandmother's birthday.
Oh shit!
Right.
Wow.
So
That's
I mean,
fire.
if you follow me, you see R.I.P. Tata, and I've
Yeah.
always, it's very purposeful things that I do. She passed on August 24th, so there's things that I like to do there. September 29th is my birthday, which is St. Michael's feast day, which was the saint that she prayed to, so that's a special connection. And then October 1st is her birthday. So that's why it was like, when I told Ash, he was like, "Oh, no, that's fire." Because
It means something.
exactly. So, it was kind of crazy, and Ash was like, "Yo, it's gonna feel different once you open up, once you get the books, because it's like it's tangible, right? And you're seeing your name on a cover and stuff like that." And it was, and it's like sometimes I don't live in the moment as much as I should, and those are things that I wanna do because I am such a, because I'm
trying to
sitting
move too
here.
fast,
I got so much stuff going on, and now with
Like you
this,
said
I'm
earlier,
like,
the Rain Man.
yeah, no, dead ass. Yo, bro, I'm sitting here worried about next week already. Like, because I'm like, all right, I linked up with these people because I have a schedule in my head, and the thing is that if it doesn't, I didn't tell anybody my schedule.
Right. Okay. Right. So if you
But if it
forget
doesn't happen, I get mad. But I'm like, there's things that I'm like, oh yes, you didn't tell nobody. What's the big deal?
You gotta be mad at yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was amazing, and like Ash said, it's like this is like entry level, right? And this puts me as somebody just asked me this earlier today. Puts me as an expert in this, right? Because you wrote a book.
True.
And this becomes, because it's different. If it's like, if you met two people in the industry, seems like a good guy, whatever, be like, oh, yeah, this is the book that I wrote about the industry. You're going to take me more serious because, like, damn, okay, this is what it is.
That's not easy.
Some people use this as a marketing tool, which I get, and it can be. And, I'm all about perception with foundation. Too many people just deal with perception.
Right. Yeah,
you got to have some sort of foundation with perception.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So the perception is great, but there's foundation here, and especially where it comes from. This comes from a great place. It comes from helping, right? Yes, do I want you to buy this book? Of course. Yes, because now I'm starting to become a brand in myself. My new client is me.
Right. Yeah.
And he could be an asshole sometimes. You ain't got to do this, don't you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're supposed to get this shit done.
Yo, you got the angel and the devil right here.
Yeah.
But we are our worst enemies, man. So
Yeah,
definitely
100%.
That's why you gotta put yourself around people, man. It's gonna balance you out, man. Like,
But do you think with this book, right, does it serve a wake-up call for creators who view content creation as easy money? What's the reality check you hope to deliver?
That this is a business. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like it's a business, right? There, even the books that are out, I don't. And again, I haven't read them because it's what I do, right? And again, I can always learn and stuff like that. But I just feel like there's a lot of fluff in this industry.
Okay.
Even down with information, right?
Gatekeeping.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like the info here. Post this amount. Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. But tell everybody the full story. You know what I mean? Like even in the intro, like me and Ash did this on some Jada and Styles. Like in the beginning, it'll say me and Ash. Yeah. And that was kind of the thing we said.
That was dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like a thing that we thought about, and it was just like in that even there's a lot of mindset stuff there because the book is very detail oriented, right? The beginning is more us, right? Like you kind of get our personalities and
just draw them into.
Yeah. And you start to see, like, you'll say, hey, with a lot of people, like things that you want, if you want to build in this and get followers and all this, you're going to have a lot of trolls. Got to understand that. You're also going to have opportunities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's.
You want the pros and the cons.
Yeah, you got to understand. You got to understand all of that. You got to understand all of that. And I think the more that we do this, and like I said, even speaking to this delegate today about the bills she's trying to pass in Virginia for creators and the creator economy, and it's just like some people still don't look at it as serious, right? So it's like yo, there's an economy here. Yeah, that's why we're trying to create creator economists.
Well, talk about this bill though, real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to think because it sounds interesting. Like I know my boy lives in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
But like that's crazy. Like what kind of bill would that be? Like to pass.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the details of it because I know what they're doing is they're doing something that she said that they're going to do creators on Capitol Hill. Okay. That she said, she was like, I'd love for you to come down and, you know what I'm saying, and be a part of that. And I'm with all that.
Yeah.
I'm with all of it, bro.
That's fine.
Like, Ash and I are speaking about doing some sort of like association, coalition, like that. We're logistically planning that out. Because I just want everybody to be themselves. I don't like the divide.
Okay.
That we have. I don't like the divide between Black and Spanish. I think there's a demo, and I'm gonna be definitely New York biased. There's a demo of Black and Spanish that are not so Afro and not so Latino.
Yeah.
There's a middle ground that I'm a typical New Yorican. I'm not fluent in Spanish. But why? I would go if you're gonna give me an option. I'll probably go to what they call the Black events.
Right.
I'm not Spanish enough for the Latino events.
I understand that 100%.
You understand? Yeah. And it's like, what about this? So that's where it started from. And then there's white people that are cultured. And I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna instead of waiting. Yo, I literally was about to reach out to this event. And it's for Black and brown, but it was 99% Black, which I get and I understand. Yo, we all here.
Yeah, right.
But again, it's the defining of everybody. I got to put you in this box. And I realize that leaving New York, in New York, we're such a melting pot.
Yeah.
But when you leave New York, there's, that's that section and that's that section. And it's just, we're all together.
Facts.
So why not take that New York attitude, that New York mentality? And I always say, if people thought and was acting like New York for the good parts, right? For this stuff,
Right.
it would be a better place because you could just be who you are.
Yeah.
Because we all, the four of us here, have been around whites, Indian, Chinese, whatever,
Everything.
Asian, whatever is the politically correct way, whatever it is, we've been around everybody.
Facts.
And there's no box. And that was the thing. It's just like, please, I'm a Rodriguez, but I don't want to be a so I don't need to.
Don't box me in. It's just we all one. Period. Like
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's what I want. That's what I want because to me, that's true diversity.
Yeah,
It's not just about the black and brown community. Diversity is, are we really being diverse?
Yes.
Let's be diverse.
Let's be diverse.
Everybody.
We was
for
just
whatever
talking
that
about
is.
that too on our previous episode too.
Word.
That's actually dropping freaking.
No, it's
Oh yeah, whatever.
it's like 2 episodes before.
Yeah,
Go.
but we was
he
actually
messed
talking
you up
about
again?
Just look for it. Just look for it. It is time.
Yeah.
Minorities.
Episode 84.
Nah, yeah, but we
It
was
is
just
called.
talking
It
about
is
that,
called
though.
Minority Experience.
Yeah.
So when it
Yeah.
when it drops, check it out.
Yeah, but we was just talking about that, and I was basically saying like, don't call us right here, right? This podcast right here, just a Latino podcast. Just call it a podcast, right? Because there's no reason to box us in. There's no reason to, and like you see that a lot with media, like they try to box people in.
Yeah.
Like say if you win an award, right? Oh, it's just a black award for the best podcast, for the best black podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right,
What is
nah.
that?
Yeah, like now you're just boxing us in. So
I
That's
want-
the
we don't
that's
want
the
that.
definition. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Everybody
want
got to
that.
define everything. And listen, from a business standpoint, I get you have certain demos. Be a pod,
yeah,
but on behind the scenes,
yeah.
hey, do you guys have any Latino pods? Yeah, this is their demo.
Yeah.
But they're a pod.
Right.
So I get that, and I understand the boxing because you have to compartmentalize things sometimes.
okay.
Because it's like if I have a brand and I want my brand, let's just you and I'm gonna be super stereotypical. Goya, right?
yeah.
I want a Latino audience. I'm not gonna advertise somewhere there's not.
True indeed.
Right?
True, yeah.
Like if you have tequila,
Yeah.
you're not gonna market to 13-year-old demos.
Facts.
So you need that. So I understand that part. It's just people overdo. Like I said,
Yeah.
you can do it behind the scene. It's not hiding anything. It's just don't let pods be whatever.
Exactly.
Black, white, I don't care. Let's just do that. And I get that there's a lot of situations where people, for the the opportunity. I get that, right? Because it hasn't been. I think I could be wrong, and don't kill me for this, but it's like I think we're past that now.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
I think from a generation and under generations below me, pause. But it's like they grew up in a different time.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
And it's like then you're gonna have people that still keep it like, but we still. I get that. And you had to put these things in place. And what I don't like is that there was diversity, and now this company's peeling back from that. But it's like you got to get the right people. I don't think it's like society. I think it's the people that are in place, because it's like you said, if there's no diversity, now are you going to go back to what you would? So now I understand. To me, it has to be like a shock. Like it has to be. There has to be variables. You can't just black and white it.
Okay, right,
It has to be for certain scenarios, and it's just there's people in my generation or above. I think they ruin it.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, just alone by you speaking the way that is, right, I can tell that every word, every T that's been crossed, every I that's been dotted in this book is literally like the top notch type shit.
Yeah. No. I
So I'm
appreciate
going to
that.
definitely read this Bible.
So then now that goes to my next one, because why is it important for creators to view themselves as both artists and business entrepreneurs? And how does this mindset shift impact their growth?
That's a good fucking question.
They had, because again, I'll go back to it's an economy now, right? You don't have to look at yourself like that at all. Go be an accountant or whatever, do whatever. But once you start to realize what you are as far as from a business perspective, that's how, like, I think we've had this conversation even before. Like, when your pod is the way that when you run it like a business, and hey, speak to that person to do that, like, it's functioning and structured like a business. it becomes people want to work with that, and it's for your growth.
Right.
So any business, this is why I tell all creators, like, that again, going back to the being on time. I just had this conversation with somebody. It's like, yeah, I hear you're lit. I get that, right?
Just like that.
But understand, my definition of lit is a lot different than your definition of lit.
Facts.
Right? Because lit to me is being on time, doing the deliverables when they need it, this type of thing, being easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all relationship based, and when people, I'm telling you, I work with agencies. I got people that have moved from agency. Yo, Mike, I'm over here now because they want to work with me. Right? Who you got, what you got. People would rather do that because of how I move.
Yeah.
And they don't want to deal with the fake manager, the asshole manager, straight with the creator that doesn't know what they're doing. When it comes to the business side, they may be talented, but they're all over the place.
Yeah.
So you have to start to really understand who you are if you want to do this.
Right.
Because again, at the end of the day, if you don't want to, that's cool too.
Yeah.
I'll holla at you. Yo, we could, you know what I'm saying? I see you out. Yo, it was good. Everything good. Yeah. But I don't want to I'm not wasting my words anymore. And my conversation with people that don't, I want to help you become something that you don't see in yourself.
Word.
That's what I want to do. And you could tell me to go fuck myself. And I will. Literally, like, yo, I'm good. I'm good. All right, I'll be over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna watch you fuck yourself. Because I try to tell you, I'm trying to give you the blueprint, but you ain't listening. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, they built these walls for themselves. Like when you try to give them these like little gems and shit like that, they're like, nah, I'm gonna add another brick to this wall. Fuck you, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they think they know more than you.
That's why I just give info. I'm not teaching you nothing.
Like they look at you like, yo, yeah, all right. Okay. Like, all right, like,
yeah, because
I like how you said that. Like, I give info. I don't want to teach you.
No, because once you start to, like I said, I understand the generations, bro. I understand it. Like, even when you're growing up, right?
Yeah.
When your dad or somebody, an older person, sometimes you like, yo, you trying to play me? Like, yo, I'm 13. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm grown.
Because we swear we know. That's why we swear we know everything at such a young age. And it's like when somebody tries to tell us something, it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Share the info. If you want to grab it, grab it. If you don't want to grab it,
keep it moving.
Yeah,
it ain't for you. And we got 8 billion people in this world.
But at the end of the day, when they actually hits, they do the, oh shit, he was right.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute.
OD.
Sometimes it takes years. You know what I'm saying?
But as long as you thought.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right. Random, right? If you could eat any type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, I think I said chicken parm last time. I think that's still.
We asked that question. Chicken palm.
I think we gotta check the tape.
Chicken. Yeah, we're gonna check the archive. We're gonna check the archive.
I think I might have said that, but that's like.
Yeah, you did. Fuck it. We're gonna ask again. Maybe it changed from this whole time.
Nah, but
That's
that's
10 months. Yo, you know what?
Shit changes,
You're
bro.
right.
Shit changes.
It's a different light now. Your taste buds must have been went.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's different now.
No,
Caviar and fucking
Nah, that's crazy. Caviar's
duck
crazy.
eggs, bro.
Nah, I think I'm gonna have to roll with that. Like, it's crazy because that's like one of my favorite. I mean, I'm a rice and beans guy. You know what I mean? My noodles is crazy.
Yeah, my wife hates me. She's like, you always want to fucking eat rice and beans.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
the same
Nah,
way.
I would say like, if I had to pick one of them, I might have to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I might have to go chicken cutlet.
Chicken cutlet?
On garlic bread is nuts.
Nah, that's tough. Right? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You just made me
mozzarella.
mad hungry.
It's nuts.
My daughter loves Italian. I asked
Yeah.
the same shit. She like, I'll do Italian. It's like pasta, pizza. Like
Patricia's, you remember?
Patricia's, right? Yo, that shit, man. Listen,
If y'all looking for a good Italian spot in the Bronx, go to Patricia's. It's located right there on Throg's Neck, East Tremont.
Oh, word.
Cut that
Yo.
check.
You gotta cut that and bring that over there. Be like,
hell
yo,
yeah.
look.
What? I'm about to bring it to them after. Like, yo,
Nah, you should definitely.
Just
You
mention
Yo,
that.
you heard
fact.
Wallow and Gilly. That's how they
And that right
started.
there, and that right there is a game too. That I'm pretty sure you mentioned in this right here. Like, yo, if y'all mention something, bring it to them.
You should.
On a nice cold platter.
bring it to them.
Yeah, nah, I don't think we did that in here because that would probably be like part 2. Like, this, you gotta understand, this is like y'all know stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you may go through this book and be like,
He
okay,
left the cover.
cool. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a part you be like, oh, okay, copy, got that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you gotta understand it's for the newborn that don't even know how to walk.
So when are you planning to come out more or less with the Audible? If you know.
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to know badly.
I do. I do.
Nah,
I love Audible.
That's
man.
an ass question. You should have asked Ash when he was on the phone.
You know what? Yeah, right. I should have. Because when I'm driving, I like to just hear things
Nah, I got
just
you.
smooth and just go. I don't want the morning time. Sometimes I don't want to listen to music.
What time in the morning? Like you?
I leave my house like at 7.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so
and
I throw that shit on.
And what's your commute like?
20 minutes.
Oh, all
20
right.
minutes.
Yo, so call me tomorrow. I'll read it to you.
Yo, I was not expecting that. I'm interested. Like, all right, yeah, like yo.
He be like, all right, today. He be like, all right, today we just gonna be one
Chapter
chapter.
1.
That is so funny.
Just one chapter today. The next day, read the next one.
exactly.
I got you tomorrow.
20 minutes at a clip.
Dude, that
Have a
was
great
fire,
day.
bro. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit, this got me into.
Oh my
Get the
god.
exclusive. Good morning. Good morning.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, hit him up with the good morning, good morning.
All right, you ready? All right. Yeah, so chapter 1. Like, yo, what?
Niggas gonna start doing popcorn like, all right, your turn to read now.
All right, I need you to read chapter 1 out loud, please.
My wife be like, yo, what are you doing? It's an audio book for the audio.
I'm testing it out.
It's the first version.
That's how I'm testing it out.
That's so
funny,
funny.
son.
Yo, but
my
something I
God.
do want to know, right, is the pivot, right? And how was it working with Wesley Snipes?
That was fire, bro. Like that, again, that's a culmination of what I've been trying to do for years, right? Like, so in 2017, I was on, I don't know if I told y'all before, but I was on a reality show years ago. Like I was managing an Italian artist.
Yeah.
We had to deal with, right, refuse, whatever. So I was very cool with the EP, executive producer. Yeah. And she's awesome, right? So when I started working with Chicle and Millenni, this was very early in the game. I think he had like 30,000 followers, like when I first started getting involved. And I was like, yo, there's something here. So I reached out to her, and we were trying to put stuff together for a minute. Got in and out of production deals. I pulled out of production deals that, I thought they were going to be right. But, and I'm always like, before you put money into it, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They flew me out to LA to sit there and have a conversation with the last one. One of the last ones, I was like, yo, this is it. Finally, you understand the vision. And then we're at dinner and they're like, yo, would they do that? I'm like, no, not at all. They wouldn't do that. Like, I thought, what are we doing here?
Yeah, right. You actually now?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, you know what? Like, and I pulled out of a lot of deals. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be slick behind the like.
Yeah, and not even just slick. It's just I would have been slick if I would have stayed with it just to get the bread and then bounce. I didn't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up shit.
Yeah, 100%. So I've been trying to do it since then. Like I felt like they had it, and then as I was, with the Ken Stars of the world and the Commodores and being around like a Trav Q, like I'm like, yo, though a lot of these people just got mad talent.
Yeah, word.
Right. So somebody that was trying to, a guy from Planet X Studio, that we met and we were trying to do things together. Like, yo, got this. I got an idea for this, or somebody needs this. And it never worked out, right? We were always trying to put something together. He calls me. He's like, Mike, I got something that is, number one, right up your alley, and I think we finally could do something together. I'm like, all right, cool, what's up? So he was like, yo, Wesley Snipes. I'm working with Wesley. I'm working on a show, but he's also has something that he's doing with Ryan Reynolds. Like he has like a quote unquote beef with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With this whole Deadpool and Wolverine. So he with that movie coming out and with the Deadpool Wolverine, but it was clearly Wes's Blade or whatever. So he was like he wants to do something with influencers, and I was like, all right, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We started having a conversation, and it was like they wanted to do it like within like 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So they were like, yo, we're going to shoot it all here at their studio because their studio is amazing. Yeah, amazing. Like they could literally do like Mandalorian there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And
from what we've seen.
Nah, and it moved. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
So we did that. I got about 15 influencers, and they all weren't my client. Like most of them were my clients, but it was relationships too that I was like, excuse me, you'd be good. You'd be good. That's why I got like Crystal Rosas from Z100, and they were having a scene like radio. So I was like, yo, her and Drewski would be great. You know what I'm saying? Because subconsciously it's #1 hip hop station, #1 pop station in New York. Right. Just from a, you know what I'm saying? Like it's perfect. Yeah. It was dope. It was dope, right? And it was a long ass fucking day, right? And at the end of that day, the guy that was let's just say the me for Wes, because I was dealing with all the influencers and he was producing and dealing with what, you know what I'm saying, this and that nerd. He was like, yo, this was great. Nice. They were awesome, right? And I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to do a show. He was like, no, there's so much talent here. And, you know, he had mentioned a couple of them. Like, he was like, yo, especially that was crazy. Like, they were all good, though. And he was like, yo, I'm going to call you next week and let's, you know, have a conversation. I was like, nice. Bet. That's fast forward. Now we're in talks. We have somebody on board that I'll tell you off camera. Yeah. That's going to be directing it, that said, yo, yeah, I'm with it. Nice. Right? And I'll tell you who that person is. Like I said, off camera. And it was just dope because what I told them is that Hollywood uses influencers. And I get it. I always say, we can use each other. Let's not misuse each other. But it's borderline on misuse now because there's talent. And it's like, hey, my movie, bring the influencers. You don't pay them. Yo, we're here, and you just want to be in the room, and you're banking off of that, right? But a decorated actor like Wesley Snipes shared the screen with influencers from social media, and they saw that they all held their own. There was nobody that, and that's what they were saying. They were like, yo, they're really talented, and they didn't feel small in the scene.
Oh, because of the presence and all that shit. Yeah.
Big star.
Yo, they bodied it.
Yeah, I see what
they bodied it. And that's what it was. And I was like, listen, once you see, meaning, you know, if somebody sees you for who you are, you'll do anything for them. Yeah. I said, yo, that moment for them, they were seen. Yeah. They weren't used for their eyeballs or their engagement or their following. So, and that was huge for me. And this is what I told everybody. I was like, yo, this was my vision I wanted that to happen. Nice. Right? And now, like I said, when I tell you we working on something, like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all off camera what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't want to say like too much. But
work in silence.
So you think Wesley Snipes was like, because you know he's been doing it for years, right? So you think he was reintroduced into a different world since the influencers did their own thing, as to like him not being the star or even feeling like he's the star. He's literally amongst other stars.
Yeah. But I think he understood. Okay. What it was, because clearly he was directing the thing. He was directing it. He had an idea, because these were all small clips, but it ended up being a full 13-minute short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think he was shocked.
Really?
Because I think he went into it like, yo, influencers.
A different expectation.
Yeah, like influencers. I'm going to get this. And it was like, oh, wow, okay. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of like, because at the end, he was like, yo, Mike, this was great. Nice. You know what I mean?
God bless them, man.
Yeah, because like even like one of my mans too, and shout out Dr. Garments too. He had a commercial. He had a commercial with Wesley Snipes. So I was like, yo, like he did good. It was great. Nice. Yeah, great commercial. So it's like, and like that's been happening for a minute now. Like you see a lot of Instagram influencers, and now they taking the next heights into acting and like commercials and everything. So it's a beautiful.
But he was
thing
there.
To see.
I brought Dr. Garments there too.
Yeah.
It
was beautiful to see.
I like seeing that collaboration with everybody. I mean, just by you putting the connections together. I mean, I know you're your mom's son. Seriously, you are, bro. Like, your connections of just putting people like, boom, 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 look, this is how it's going to play. Look at the big picture of it. And if people don't see that within you, then I don't know what the fuck they...
Nah. And this is the thing for me, too. From Hollywood side, they see me, too. Right? Where they're like, everything that we're doing with this show, they're like, yo, that's Mike.
Yeah.
Yo, we came up with this together. Like, literally, we just put the deck together. There's like 5 of us on the team, and I'm right there with these heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they understand it. And, you know. And
I'm sure you're used to it, because just by you telling us when you was at that event, the Invest Fest, and you felt the presence, and you were like, yo, this is me in here. Yeah, I could imagine you getting a phone call for, say, like, Steven Spielberg. Yo, what's poppin', yo? Yo, God bless, man.
So, you know, I want to ask this question, right? Because there's the world we live in now, social media is like I said, it's a facade, man. People post up their wins and all that, never post up
they post up their books.
I just say that.
He took a shot. Go ahead. Yeah, B.
I don't mind.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yo, we posted up their book. I mean,
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's a little sick today.
I don't feel what to say. But
Nah,
anyway,
ain't your excuses.
yo, I got the Bustelo buzz.
let's go back, yo. All right, so let's go back.
Nah, I got it.
Because social media with this mental health that's going around is very, very deep, man. And social media creates a lot of that nowadays, right? So, like, what mental and emotional challenges do creators face in the fast-moving digital space, and what advice does the book provide for staying resilient?
I think that it's the constant the keep up, right? That dopamine that they talk about. Because think about it, anytime you post something, everybody. I'm 50. I look.
You waiting for those likes, right?
Yeah, you sit there and be like, all right, you see what's up. It doesn't. I don't let it determine who I am.
Right.
But of course, you sit there, especially from a business standpoint, you want it to resonate, right? And everything doesn't resonate and I look at it, I'm like, damn, how come, this got this amount and this got that amount? I already know I'm in a field. First of all, that I'm positivity, right? So that don't sell, right? So people,
I mean,
but
that's what
it'll start to, but like as I call it the Chicle effect, right? It's like I'm looking at my aunt. I'm like, oh, that's right, I forgot. I collab with Cheeks. So. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Chicle effect, No, but it's huge because with this phone and social media, when you're doing this, like, I don't think people understand that you're giving everybody. We all know everybody has an opinion, and you can't get mad, right? You got to be mentally prepared to do that. That's what I'm saying. You got to be mentally prepared for what you're asking for. Yep. You're asking to have followers, but understand that comes with a lot of people that they're going to talk shit.
Yeah.
Whether it doesn't matter. They're going to do that. Yeah. And are you ready for that? Some people aren't. And I say that even with books. 48 Laws of Power I use as a perfect example. If you're not ready for that book, it could turn you into an asshole.
Facts. I can see, yeah.
Because I read that book and I was like, I don't know if I do that.
I definitely
I don't know if I do that. I understand that, but you got to be mentally strong for that. Yeah. That's why it goes back to mindset for everything. You got to be mentally prepared, and a lot of people are not. Right. A lot of people are not mentally prepared for life, let alone all this stuff. And then I want to be like that. I want to look like that. That's why you got to get to a point where you understand who you are. That's why I'm glad. Going back to me, understanding, like, now that I am doing this, I mean, I've been doing the morning videos forever, but now focusing on me, I'm good. Yeah. I could care less. Yeah. Right? I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's experience, that's seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think people have to really understand it's not just hey, I'm doing a video and I get likes and I go viral and that's it. There's a lot more that comes with it, that comes with the territory, and I think people... I've said it forever. Mindset is everything. Yeah. If you're not ready for it, like, it's because you're going to have those moments. And I always say that mindset, like, people be thinking, I am a positive individual, but I have my moments too, right? And again, I shared this on another pod, the one that I did yesterday, and I'm going to share it with y'all because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an open book.
Pun intended?
No, for real. But this was, I'm trying to think, this was probably over the summer. I had a legitimate breakdown, right? Okay. Literally crying in my dining room with my wife. I was over emotional about personal, my son, college, things that we had to do to make sure that he could take this scholarship. There was so many different things that was happening, business. There was a lot. Yeah. There was a lot. And I was literally crying, broke down. But within that breakdown, which is crazy, I was literally crying. I was like, what?
You're questioning everything. You're like thinking about everything.
Yeah, but I was appreciative. I was like, things could be worse.
There you go.
Kids are healthy. Damn, we're doing this. I have opportunity. Like, I was literally crying and taking myself out of that down.
Yeah.
That's where people need to get.
Yeah.
Because it's, I'm human, bro.
Right.
I'm only a person, right? And I could take a lot of, like, I'm an empath. I think we've spoken about that before. Definitely. I can take all of your troubles because I want to make sure you guys are good. I'll take it. I go home. I release how I release, and then I feel better because you guys are good. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's my purpose. That's my purpose. And I understand it, and I understand my assignment. right? Not getting too religious. I'm
no,
spiritual,
for sure,
right?
yeah.
But that's the thing. You gotta be prepared for the things that you want. Like people don't think about everything that they ask for.
They just ask for it and just that's it. It gets left there.
Yeah, like people just want the look. People just want the attention. People just want but what are you doing with that? I remember when I used to go to hostings with Chicle, and I always bring the story up when I talk about this. It's like this dude would be like, yo, can you follow me? What do you do?
What do you do? Right,
I'm a
right.
DJ. He would go to the page, and it's like, I see like pictures of your family, right? Could you just shout me out? But for what?
For what? Right. Yeah. You're
That's
right.
not gonna do anything for you.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Right.
Now, if you have, fire, yo,
Right. Yeah.
he'll
Show
do that
yourself.
because he's a good-natured individual. But you just asking just to ask for what? Like, what we doing here, right? So, and that's the thing. I think people are so caught up. Like I said, this is book one. This is how I feel. This is book one. Like I'm literally like I already know, even mindset I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you already think about the next one. Like,
yeah, like I caught the bug. I caught the bug
yeah.
because you know I want again, and I just October 1st.
Yeah, but that's the
I'm only 2
passion
weeks
that you
in.
created.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm
passion you created behind it. Like,
Yeah.
that it created itself because it's something sometimes you don't even know that you have that.
Yeah.
And now you caught the bug, you trying to.
Yeah,
That's a blessing,
Yeah.
bro. Like, for sure. You reincarnated per se, right?
Yeah.
Yourself to.
yeah.
Yeah, to show the world what the phoenix is coming out the ashes.
Hello. Pity-bum.
Yo, Mike, right? But what's your take on these like plants, right? So I'll give you an example, right? The Haktu girl, right? She did that video, and then ever since then she just blew up. Started going on a bunch of podcasts, like doing a bunch of business deals. So it's like, what's your take on that?
I get it. You rock out. I literally did a video on that too.
Yeah.
And there's 2 types of viral.
Okay.
There's that, right? Knock yourself out. I don't know how long that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Then there's, you remember Risa Tisa?
Risa sounds familiar.
The one that was on TikTok and did like 50 videos based on her ex-boyfriend or
Yes,
whatever
yes,
like that.
yes. The story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so-
But
Yeah,
she
the
was-
story. She was on TikTok for like
Yeah.
50 clips or some
Yep.
shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yep. And she got a production deal. They're making a show out of it with real actors and a real production company.
That's crazy.
That's that's the viral I like.
Word.
Because she actually had a real story.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think most of society sees Haktua girl as that's what influencers are. They're just a flash in the pan. Because honestly, what are you gonna do with that?
That shit shot. That shit
Now-
shot me.
Now I'm gonna do the flip side. Is that like 48 laws of power? I'm gonna do the reversal of the law, right? You can take that if you have talent and you have something and you utilize those 15 minutes to knock yourself out.
Yeah.
That just happened. She didn't plan that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just happened, and now you're,
So I want to ask you on a viral video, right? Is the video of Chiclet and Melanie when they're in the club, is that their first viral video?
Which one?
no,
That they were fighting in the club?
no.
It's
that's
from
not-
far away, they were recording far away.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
of
I
course.
know you're talking about.
Of course,
I know
no.
you're talking
Their first viral video, if I'm not mistaken, was Melanie eating Oreos, and he smacked the Oreo out of her hand. It's like, yo, how
Oh
you-
shit! And she said, "What the fuck?"
why you eat Oreo? It's either that one or the 2 Tims. It was cold out, and he wanted to put Tims on Tims.
You see?
Damn, that was so long ago.
Yeah,
But I asked because it's like, when we talk about viral videos, these virals, you have something else to back it up. You did that, but you had a plan.
Yeah.
And if you did it, guess what? You naturally like that.
yeah. But
And
that's
you
the thing too. That's another thing. 2017 is different than 2024
True.
because now it's just like again hip hop. When you first came out, it's a lot different. Then now there's 50 million songs dropping every week
Things
now.
change.
True, yeah.
You know, so it's different. So a lot of people be, how do I get? It's different now,
Yeah.
right? That was to me, and this is me, and I could be biased. They're the OGs of that, of what the couple
that. I
aspect.
can say-
There was
They
no
are.
couples
No,
beefing, and you know what I'm saying. So now they've, and I spoke to another manager, and this was so refreshing to hear. Right? She was like, yeah, like she said, see, like a Chicle and Melanie, they have a brand, like they're solidified
Yes. Big time.
because of who they are.
Who they created.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when I wouldn't even say created, that's who they are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
And now it's gonna be the transition. Like you see them married it's so.
They're gonna get movie roles. I see that.
But not only
I
that
see
though,
that.
I love the transition that they going through, and just you and showing them the way, or you guys showing each other the way.
Yeah.
From her doing the VH1 thing and teaching her how to do that, Chicle holding her down doing that, and just by them being that power couple, I know if people was to read this book and read off that as a couple, they would do something related to that.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like that was the beauty. Like they were, because it started with Cheeks and then it was Cheeks and Melanie, right? And then it was Melanie, right? Like we were able to do that, and it's like, he started it. Right. And it's like, that's why I gave him the plaque, because I'll never, ever forget that. And I never want him to forget that, because I don't think he gets enough credit within his circle. Like, yo, bro, at least for me, you're going to know the dude that's 19 years older than you appreciates the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to know that. Right. And the same thing, Melanie, like they were my first. Yeah. Right. And because of them and how we worked together, that's how I developed a relationship with Ken. Like, that's how it built out. And now, like I said, now I'm here, and people know how I move, right? And I never forget having a conversation with. I never forget this with Wavy. You're familiar with Wavy, right? Yeah, exactly. So, I remember we were talking, and I had a conversation, and I was like, "Yo, bro," I said, "Yo, listen, no one's ever gonna have the relationship that I have with Cheeks."
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
No.
But it doesn't change how I would work with you, right? It's impossible.
Yeah,
I know him.
It's inevitable. It's not gonna happen
since he was just 9.
Yeah.
But I work the same with everybody, right? But that's just everybody knows that as far as from a relationship standpoint. But yeah,
I like that. I just wanted to ask that because I've always had that like that. When I seen that video, I was like, I thought that was their first video that they ever. Yeah, no. But at least they used their viral moment too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom. But it's more of a each one teach one type of thing. That's how I look at their videos. Yeah. Be careful how you talk to your girl, because you don't want her to treat like a millennial.
All right, so
God bless.
So another random. I do random ones now, right? Just think.
That's fine.
But the random final one. You know what I'm saying? If you had to pick a superpower to help your content creation, what would it be and why?
Oh shit! Wow.
If I had a superpower,
drop the bomb right there for that one.
For my content creation,
Yeah.
a superpower would be somebody to post for me.
Oh shit! All right.
Have somebody post for me.
I like that one.
Yo, that's what it would be. I need to get to a point where I just have another camera right there.
Yeah.
And I need to get to that level. Right? Like,
and you would.
Like the Gary V. Like I always say, I'm like a Puerto Rican Gary V. I need to get to that.
Just follow me everywhere and just record.
Yeah, yo.
Give a fuck what they say.
Yo. That's it, B. That's it. Yo. Because I know I got a bunch of ideas. I just can't. Like, I'm very creative, and I am a visionary, and I got things that I would love to do. I just can't do it, right? And it's just like I got to get to that point where I have somebody. Yeah. Like I wanted to bring my son. Like I would love to teach them. When I was
him around with you and all that.
Like Mikey, he was just here, from school for like a week, and he went with me to record Chicle, like the videos I posted last week, and it was great, right? Because like he rides with me, you know what I'm saying? We have that conversation. 21. Today, I was gonna have my wife come with me because I want her to be a part of the me, right? Because she's structured, organized, you know what I'm saying? But she has her work. She's super busy, right? So I was like, yo, I want to bring Maddox, right? I said I gotta start bringing Maddox around, right? So they. I was like, yo, Maddox, I want to bring you. I was like, but I don't know. You be getting bored. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, a party. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll probably be bored. and my wife is like, yo, it's to be around and to groom you to understand because Mikey, once he's done with baseball, whether he stops tomorrow or is in the Hall of Fame, Mikey good. Right. Mikey going to be great. Nice. He's been around business his whole life. He knows how to, he's awesome. Y'all never met my son yet, right? Mikey?
No. I've seen his videos, though.
Yeah, Mikey is a dope individual.
That's fire.
That's got it.
Groom and all that.
Yeah.
Something.
So you think you'll encourage him to write one of these for baseball?
Shit.
Mikey's gonna be a coach. That's what I tell him.
A coach?
Regardless, whenever he stops.
Right.
Because Mikey he's so much better than I was, and he's so in tune to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when he was at a baseball academy in South Carolina, this is when for me it was this. I was like, damn, he just switched. Because I would ask, yo, how'd you do today? And usually, 1 for 3, or what, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I asked him, I was like, yo, how'd you do today? He was like, well, first at bat, first pitch was a slider away, and then second pitch was up and in. And then
details and all that.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? But I loved it. And I was like, yo, I see that. So, you know.
God bless him. Definitely going to be signed. So, Mike, plug in your book. You know what I mean? Where can we find it at?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? The name of we've been talking about the
all
name the whole
DSPs, my album. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, this is, Amazon is probably, you could get Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you get books, but Amazon, everybody got the Content to Cash Bible. This is going to be the crazy plug, though. The hardcover is fire. I can't even front. Like, this, I had somebody say this to me. He was like, yo, I got the hardcover to keep, and then this one was to highlight. And I was like, that's fire. And that's what everybody should do. It's not crazy. It's like $14.99 for the soft cover, and then $19.99 for the hardcover.
Come on, y'all buying apes for like 80 cash.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
80 cash, you can buy 4 hardcovers, yo.
And give it to your friends, and they probably thank you later on. Like, damn, remember that book you gave me? Yo, I'm doing something now.
Yeah, the hardcover sounds dope. I'm
it's just fire.
There you go, man. Any last thing?
Nah.
No, good. We good.
I'm gonna read this book.
Yeah, for sure.
Once I'm done, I like to read, so I'm gonna definitely read this right here.
Yo.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna leave like 3 more books here because I know I had to get one. So anybody that comes here, anybody want to reach out to them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them do whatever they decide to do on giving away a book or whatever. I'm gonna give them like 3 books.
Raffle.
Yeah, something. Whatever y'all want to do.
Fire.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta be serious about it. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this thing collecting dust. There's a lot of knowledge and there's a lot of experience and wisdom in this book. So. You know what I'm saying? Get that.
In the great words of Mike, if you want to unlock financial freedom with your gifts, master the creative economy isn't optional. It's essential.
Ooh, with that said, peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above.
Live, love, prosper, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.